Hey guys, it's Jess, and today I'm going to be showing you our room/nursery tour since our little one will be inside of our room for the first few weeks. Then we will be moving, so I will probably do an updated one about a month after he's born since that room's going to be a little bit smaller and we're going to have to switch things up a little bit. But for now, this is how we have our room set up for our little one on the way, and I'm super excited to show you guys. I'm just gonna take you around our room and then show you all the different areas and show you what we have inside of these bins for our little one that we're using instead of a dresser. And yeah, let's jump in and take a look. So the first thing you see is this pack and play. That blanket and little toy is going to end up in the baby's hospital bag, and the boppy will find its way around our whole entire house. I just have it up here right now so it's out of the way. That heater is only in our room to warm up our room for right now. I do not recommend putting one that close to your pack and play, and we also aren't going to need it by the time baby boy is here. But that's just kind of where it's sitting right now. But all that stuff will be taken out once he gets here. But I like having one on my husband's side of the room and one on my side of the room, and we'll just rotate between this and the rock and play for naps and bedtime. Now I do really like these sheets. They're from Aiden and I, but I feel like they only work with the mattresses because otherwise they're super loose on the actual pad that comes with the pack and play. So that's the only thing, that if you're not planning to get a mattress for your pack and play, I don't feel like these sheets are the safest because they're pretty loose. But if you do end up using a mattress, which we feel is worth it because we use it for so long in our room, then these are a great option, and we have a couple of them. So this is the next corner of the room, and I'll link the bedding down below, but I'm actually going to go through this stuff last because there's a lot more to go through, and we'll move to the next part of the room. Alright, so the only reason I have this in here is so I remember to mention it to you guys at some point. We usually actually keep this in our bathroom, and we'll do the same when we move. But I like this a lot more than any cloth or fabric bins because it wipes clean really easily. It's super inexpensive. I got it at Target, but you can also get it at Walmart, and I'll link it down below. The main reason I chose this one is because it has a divider that came with it. And so anything that I really need to scrub with some Zote soap, which is my #1 baby item, you just scrub a little bit, leave your stuff to soak, and it cleans it up like you wouldn't believe. But anything that needs some like scrubbing and attention, I keep on this side, and then anything that doesn't really need to be scrubbed, just needs to be washed, can be on this side, and it makes it easier than going through each piece one by one when it's time to do laundry because I already do a ton of laundry. So like I said, this usually isn't just inside of our room, it's inside of our bathroom because it's easy to walk over and toss in. I just wanted to remember to mention it to you guys. So nothing special about this corner other than you guys might recognize it from my videos. This is actually where we kept a dresser and a recliner for my daughter before, but we aren't planning to get those until after we move this time. So right now it's just where I make videos. And then our car seat hasn't really found a home, so it just kind of hangs out there until we install the base and start using it. So this is the next area, and as you can see there's quite a bit of floor space here that my kids can play with their toys or sit and watch a show or a movie, and I'll show you these cubbies up close. So this is something I know is a bit controversial to have in your room, but it has been so nice while I've been pregnant. I keep their toys in here so it doesn't look like a big mess. They know to clean it up when they're done playing in here, so it doesn't ever leave a huge mess in our room. And then aside from their toys, we also have some books that my daughter will rotate through. And one of my favorite ones, and there's two, is this book, actually. And that's because it goes through and it does a bunch of different actions with the animals that you're supposed to repeat. So they'll like climb onto my bed and do all of these actions, and it's one of our little favorite activities to do in the morning. So if you don't have that book, you need it. It's super, super nice when you don't want to be that active, but your kids kind of want to wiggle and stuff. And we've done it in bed, or they've done it here on the floor as I've read it. But that's kind of all for this area. It's pretty simple. Like I said, we just rotate through the toys and we rotate through the books. So lastly, my side of the room. These are my diaper bags that I just like to empty out and have hanging. And then all of the organizers that we have here in the corner with the baby stuff and the diaper bag stuff, and then the rock and play next to my bed. Alright guys, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on this rock and play in this video because I do have a whole separate review on it, as well as for the Ubbi Diaper Pail. I have one coming later this week. So I'm going to just push this to the side and kind of just jump into how I have all of the bins and stuff organized. So here on the top I have a basket which I believe I got from TJ Maxx, and in here is just all of the swaddle blankets that I have folded up. So I have Baby Owlet in here, I have Cloud Island in here, and then I also have all of our copper and pearl ones in here, as well as our extra pack and play sheet that's Aiden and I. So that's all just right here in this basket. Then in these two drawers right here, this is actually where I keep all of my diaper bag stuff, whether it's pouches, activities, whatever else, that I can easily just put inside of my bags when I'm ready to use them. Then this last drawer in here is where I have all of the diapers for us. So I have some sample diapers and things, I have a pack of wipes in here, and then I just have some newborn diapers and stuff. But that's all for this 3-drawer organizer. This diaper pail, like I mentioned, I have a review coming later this week that'll show you guys how it works, why I like it, but it's the Ubbi Diaper Pail. Right behind it is actually this change pad. So this change pad we actually had with my daughter, like I mentioned earlier, at a dresser setup, and that's where we kept this. What we didn't have with my daughter is this Cloud Island cover for the change pad. And Cloud Island is, I believe, only sold at Target, and what I really liked about this cover is that this whole center part is wipeable. So instead of using those reusable diaper liners or getting a cover where you have to take off the whole thing and wash it after an accident, you can just wipe it off with a wipe, and it makes it so much easier and so much nicer. So if you do decide to get a change pad and it's something you want to use, I would just recommend getting this cover from Target. I don't think this is necessarily a necessity. I only used it in the mornings and stuff with my daughter because I really do feel like you kind of just change your baby wherever you are. When you change your baby, you're not going to go to the diaper changing station, but for the mornings it was nice and on occasional use. So if it's something you want to put on your checklist or it's something you already have, I just recommend getting this cover specifically for it. But like I said, I don't feel like a change pad in general is a necessity, but we had it, so we're using it again. And now for the last organizer. Here on top I have this diaper caddy that I like to refill every night. I'm not going to go into depth because I am going to do a newborn essentials, and that's kind of what's inside of that basket. But I do have water just right now by my bed, just to have it on hand, an apple for kind of a late night snack if I need it. My headphones and stuff are in that zipper pouch, and then my glasses. But this is something that I really love from Amazon that just makes nighttime changes or bottle feedings a lot easier because you don't have to light up the whole entire room, and it stays on the dim setting, so you also don't have to fumble with your phone, which is really nice. Alright, so here in this top drawer I have Burp Rags, and I have a lot. You definitely don't need this many, but I keep them on hand just because my son used a ton, my daughter used quite a few, so I'm kind of expecting the same pattern with our third. But I definitely think it's better to buy just a few at first and see what you use, and then get more if you need them. But like I said, I kind of already know the pattern with my kids, so I'm expecting that with my third, but I could be surprised. So these ones are all copper and pearl. I've actually washed these and people have asked, but I feel like they still wash up pretty well. They do tend to gather a little bit after they've been washed, but they're super thick, which I love, and they go farther across on your shoulder as opposed to other Burp Rags. And then I just have some regular Gerber ones that aren't quite as thick, but these ones are just a lot easier to clean up and kind of use for really anything if you have to clean up stuff off the floor or clean up spit up, so I just like to have both of these. I even throw this on our bed or on the diaper changing station sometimes to change a diaper. So lots of different purposes for those, but those are all just Burp Rags. Alright, now for the second drawer is where I have all the outfits pretty much. This stack back here is 0 to 3 month stuff, just in case he ends up being a little bit bigger, but both my son and my daughter were in newborn clothes for 4 to 6 weeks. So I have probably too many outfits, but I enjoy dressing them up and taking pictures with them. So yeah. These two are actually from when I had my son, but they were from Carter's. These ones are also from Carter's, just a little outfit that buttons up and is shorts and easy to put on because it's just one thing, as well as this one, which my son is super excited about because of the dinosaur scales. Then these onesies, I got some from Target and I got some from Carter's. But I like these because, especially since we're having more of a summer baby, I feel like I can easily just use these and a sleeper at night or for nap times and stuff without making them super warm and things too. So we usually have quite a few onesies. Then I just have a few more easy slip-on outfits. This is actually the outfit my son came home in. So it has the footed pants, a hat, and then a onesie. Then just shorts and a t-shirt, which was also my son's. And then I got both of these outfits from Carter's. And this one is just a pair of shorts with a shirt. And this one is actually a onesie and a long pair of pants. And just as mommy's little monster. But they're so tiny. It like blows my mind every time when I go through these how tiny these clothes are. Alright, and then on the bottom drawer is where I have all of our sleeper stuff. So these sleepers are actually from Cloud Island, so they're from Target. But what I really like about them is they actually zip up from the bottom and go all the way up, which makes it really nice for diaper changes. They also come with the mitts that go over so you don't have to worry about wearing the other mitts and they don't scratch their face. And they're super, super nice. I feel like these run a little bit big for a newborn, but we'll see, because I don't really remember. But my husband seems to really think they run big, so we'll see. But these, I just got a pack of 3, and we'll see how well he fits them before we get any more. And then I also got just the ones without the mittens or the socks for him to wear. And even though he is born in April, it's a lot cooler where we are the first few weeks, so I figured these would be nice for the first month or so to use, which is why I only got about 5 of them. Then, like I said, I tend to just use onesies and the little sleep sacks. I only have one hat from Copper and Pearl that I plan to bring. You'll see it later in our hospital bag with the matching swaddle, but I feel like it also goes with these ones okay if I decide to use one of these for his coming home outfit. Then lastly, I have these Love to Dream swaddles. I used the Miracle blanket before, but I just like that these zip up. They can keep their hands up close near their head, which I felt like both of my kids wanted to do. My son wasn't a huge fan of having his legs wrapped up, so I feel like you can leave them out and stuff too, or just we can switch to a Copper and Pearl swaddle if these don't work. So I only got 2 of them, but Amazon actually had an open box deal going for them, so I got them both for like the same price as one, which was really nice. But that's all for kind of our sleeping items. I only got 1 pack of socks to use because, like I said, he'll be a summer baby, so we have it for the first little while. And then I only got 1 pack of these no scratch gloves because after a while I'm more comfortable trimming their nails and stuff and I don't need these, but I do like to use them for the first few weeks. Even though they tend to fall off a lot, I still like to have them on hand. But that's all for the clothing and my section of the room. Alright, and that's all for like our room, nursery tour, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I'll update it probably a month after he's born when we move to our new house because it'll be a little bit smaller and we have to move things around. But this is all the stuff we like to have on hand in our room with our new little one. And it will all be linked down below, my baby registry checklist blog post. Anything that's not linked in there, I will have linked in the description box for you to find. But other than that, I'm super excited. I'm 30 weeks on Wednesday, so only 10 more weeks till we get to meet this little one. I'm actually going to be doing a Amazon giveaway on Wednesday, and I'll be announcing it after I review this Ubbi Diaper Pail. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell, and you'll be notified as soon as I upload it. Thanks for watching.